Hello again, folks, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This is the 7th Saga, and the 6th time I've played it. Because we have, a new character to play as. It's been a hot while since I've done any 7th Saga-ing, so we're gonna go with a character that I've also actually never ever beaten the game with, and that will be Wilme the Alien. Among all the characters, Wilme is actually the physical strongest with the most guard because he does not wear any armor whatsoever. And throughout the entire game, I think there's a grand total of one thing that he can wield as a weapon. So for this, he's pretty much just going to be one of the easier characters to play. As such, I am not playing this the hacked, easier version of the game that balances out the characters. To that end, though, I'm also not planning on facing any of the apprentices because, no, the only apprentice that I would want to face are the ones through the story. So, yeah. Magically based, he's only got a couple of black magic attacks, and he has no healing, so he will be based pretty much solely on potions when it comes to that front. That'll be fun. Yeah. I really don't have a name for Wilme, so I'm just gonna go with Wilme. You have trained well in the past 5 years. Finally, the time has come to test your skills and knowledge. Your mission is to find the 7 runes hidden somewhere on the planet Tychondera. When you have all the runes together, they will give you tremendous power, and you will become the leader of this world. King Limmerly, tell us more about the runes. They exist in many different forms, and it is difficult to identify them. I'll give each of you a crystal ball. It will help you to find the runes. Now get ready for the journey, and bring the runes back. Huzzah! Excuse me a moment while I've forgotten how to play this. But yeah. So, pretty much all the other characters have some sort of armor and weapons. Even Lux has some armor and weapons that he has pretty late in the game, and a method with which to just power up. Wilme has none of that. Wilme has one sword he can wield in the game, but it is not a very powerful sword. We'll take this mirror. So this pretty much means that we don't have to worry about grinding for money anytime soon. Which is both good and bad because, you know, you guys know me. I like myself a good weapon. But also this means that I'm going to suffer just a touch. Why am I going to suffer? Hold on a moment. Sorry about that, random coughing fit, and to make sure that my audio was in fact picking up correctly. Anyways, yeah. What was I saying? But yeah, so pretty much this means that any singular time when I am going to be basically stuck, I am going to be needing to grind the ever-loving crap out of the game. Because it's not going to be based on whether or not I have a strong weapon or strong enough armor. Unless I count a cloak. I think he has accessories that he can still wield. Regardless. But yeah. Also, the promotional art for Wilme is not exactly the most... What's the word I'm looking for? Appealing? Yeah, I just want to take a quick gander here. I have a large selection of weapons. He can wield none of them. So this allows us to pretty much just use all of our money on potions, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Potions and MP herbs. But we're gonna focus on just freaking... Yes. We'll buy 5 of these for now, and a bottle of power. Let me tell you, I actually have missed playing this. Bottle of power. Now, as is tradition when it comes to 7th Saga, the very first thing to do when you play the game is to grind. And Wilme is going to be Wilme is going to be a little bit easier to grind with because he is, again, really strong, really defenseful, and between all the characters, I think he's one of the fastest. Man, I've missed these sounds. I say he's one of the fastest, and then he just misses a whole hell of a lot. Shows what I know, right? 26 speed. I've really missed this game's music. It's really solid music, man. Or you could run away. That works too, I suppose. Except it doesn't get me any experience. So, of the stories when it comes to 7th Saga and the various characters that you play them, you have good guys, you have bad guys. Oh boy, I don't have magic. Okay. Okay, that still hurts a ton. But yeah, of the story of 7th Saga, all the good guys, all the bad guys, Wilme is just kind of one of those individuals that wants the power. As far as I know, no real reason to want the power, just wants it. There we go. Critical. Good amount of XP. But yeah, one of his other great things is that he's just plain old fast, so he can actually handle the wyverns a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a nice little stop at the inn. And I think of all his spells, he learns a grand total of like 1, I believe, maybe 2, and they are fire magic spells. I'm pretty sure they mostly did that simply because of one of the bosses in the game that is pretty much immune to everything except fire. We'll get to that bridge when we burn it down. Ooh, potion 1. Saves me a little bit of money. I could just speedrun. Yeah, I could. But honestly, I do need to be a little bit stronger for Cave of Earth anyways. Oh boy. The grind is real, especially when they keep on missing. And again, much like my previous 5 playthroughs of this. Yay. 9 HP, excellent. 4, 6, 1, 4. Perfect. Really high guard. But yeah, like my previous 5 Let's Plays of this game where I play the other characters, I am playing each of these characters solo. I am not going to be taking any of the others as apprentices. Or allies, rather. And I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. This way, it really does emphasize each of the characters' strengths and weaknesses, now that I think about it. Because, you know, Wilme is pretty much a strictly physical character, save for a couple of spells here or there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he shapes up against some of the bosses when all his strategy is basically going to surmount to I punch it. It's good strategy. Just gonna be a rough one. That's pretty much it. Of course, Olven was kind of the same way, wasn't he? Olven was pretty fun though. Well, save for all the missing he did. Look at that. I'm already taking only 1 damage from the wyverns. Yeah, that feels good. again, one of the best parts is that I don't have to worry about money. Unless I want to, you know, buy a buttload of potions or imherbs or whatever. Even then, I really only need the imherbs if I want to face off against certain bosses, but we'll see. I kind of want to be able... I don't want to worry about money. I'm not worried about money. But one of my biggest things is that I kind of always want to be able to beat the first boss with little to no worries about being able to beat him. Does that make any sense? Not really. I think I could basically head off to the next town, but I want to get to at least level 3 before I do so. Good crit. Was that another potion one? I wasn't reading the screen all that much. Dang it. One of the biggest annoyances with this game, you can crit, but sometimes you'll just miss the crit. Not exactly sure how many more hermits it's going to be until level up. At least 2. Ah. Dang it. Die. And we got this jerk. No real benefit to defend an attack when, you know, they're only dealing 1 damage to you anyways. And level up. Yeah. 8 more HP, 5 power, 6 guard, potion 1. Cool beans. I guess I could head down to the next town then. Level 3. Excuse me. Hello. Goodbye. Wilme is going to be one of those characters. I really don't want to spare much expense when it comes to getting experience points. I want to slay everything that I see. Wait, no. This way. Take the potion 1. Welcome to Reblask. Reblask. Pretty nice town. Now, as I've played through this game 5 times now, especially for the channel, I'm probably going to try to blitz through most of the story and most of the characters and whatnot. At this point, I'm playing the game in order to experience the separate characters individually. If that makes any sense. I'm hoping it makes sense. Not enough for Bee Protect. Or herbs. I'll take a couple of potion ones. No, I won't. No, I won't. And of course, I am going to take the time off screen in order to use any seeds of protection, seeds of power, and all that fun stuff that I find. Of which, was there one over here? Protection seed, yes there was. It's gonna be so weird playing Wilme. Because dude is strong. Dude is really strong. I'm Gain. I came from Bonroad to take care of my business here. I'm stuck now because the Gate of Earth is closed. Will you help me? If you open the gate, I'll give you this map to show my appreciation. The map has magical powers and will always show you where you are. Your journey will be easier with the map. Will you do it? Here's the deal. You can trust my word. Right, so the story of the area is that there is a great wailing coming from the castle over to the east. Now, this castle once had a great king. He died. Ow. Always feels good when you do the murder. Anyways. But yeah, since then there has been the ghost of Romas there. And it has been driving people insane because it's just doing nothing but, you know, making wailing calls and whatnot. Which is depressing. Keeping people awake at night. And of course there's monsters in here too. I guess that's a downside. Now, any equipment I find is gonna get sold. Pretty much right off the bat. Bum 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 bum. Ah, the phantoms. Yes, try to take my non-existent MP. Punch it. Dang it. So close to killing it. Oh no, my 4 MP with my no spells. Those are always the best because it's just like, why? It does nothing. But yeah, I'll be selling pretty much every single weapon that I find, every single piece of armor that I find. I'm not sure what else there is to sell besides weapons and armor. I guess there's gemstones, but I want to keep those in case I die. Ooh, 2 phantoms. Specters. Regardless. Enjoy the music, cause it's really good. Come on. I love how I start recording and then I get all the messages. Really quick coverage of some of the elements of the game, I suppose, too. Might be a little bit necessary. So, the crystal ball that you see on there, the little dot in the middle is me. All the little white dots are enemies. All the yellow dots are chests. Circles indicate towns, but towns and dungeons sometimes too. Okay. And any of the circles that are flashing rapidly actually indicate the location of a rune. Ah, topaz. I can use that to buy more potions. Little personal headcanon time. I'm pretty much always going to assume that anything that is a potion or an herb is pretty much just Wilme drinking drinking the pain away. Because why the hell not? Bum ba da bum bum bum. Gemstones, much like potions, topazes, and the like, are pretty much your way of saving your money. When you die, and I might die several times in this playthrough, when you die, you will be returned to the closest, or the last inn that you stayed at. And when that happens, you will also lose half of your money. The only way you're going to be able to save your money is by purchasing gemstones, which you can sell back for the price that you purchased them for. Which is neat. No convoluted bank system or anything, you just always have your money on you. Come on. Jerk. I don't remember. Hey, level 4. 9, 3, 4, 5, 3, 3. Not bad. I don't remember the exact formula for it. And I'm pretty sure I've butchered the explanation of it in several other playings of this game. But this game actually does have a level up formula, which was botched somewhat in the release. See, every character has pretty much a base amount for each of the stats, and it can go up 1 or down 1 randomly when you level up. Naturally, you want all your stats to be as high as possible because they help. in some way, shape, or form. The way that they have it in the original game of this Elnard was that the characters, as they level up, they get stronger and whatnot, but that base stat would increase by 1. So effectively, you would have a permanent 10 plus bonus every single time that you would level up, which is cool. And it made the game significantly easier as well. To that end, when this was ported over here to the States, they did not have that. They removed that bonus to make the game harder. So the kicker, though, is that they only remove that bonus for the character that you play. Like, if you're going out and you plan to get an apprentice, you can actually get the apprentice, like, super grind up, get an apprentice at a higher level, and they'll have the higher level stats that you were not given. Now, this also means that this applies during the apprentice fights. So, if you collect a rune and fight an apprentice and you lose the rune, you're effectively screwed, because then the apprentice is there with your rune, which is not that great. I've had a couple of games when I was a kid that pretty much were at a deadlock because I could not beat the apprentice that had taken my runes. Kind of one of the things I think too is that because of that, you really, really want to try to get through certain parts of the game as fast as possible, at as low of level as possible, but at the same time, it's hard to do. It's not very easy. So, to that end, I'm not going to worry about that too much, and for the most part, I'm going to rely on sheer dumb luck when it comes to that anyways. Much like how I'm kind of basing it off of sheer dumb luck for this area. Now, I know that there's a seed of power, I think, just up here. I believe it's a seed of power. And there's also, I think, a topaz. God, you don't play a game for a year and suddenly you forget everything about it. To be fair, that's most of my Let's Plays. Hey, remember this thing in this Let's Play that you played 3 years ago? Nope. Alright. Yes, power seed. That will be very useful. Annoyingly, damn it. Annoyingly, some of the... how to explain the seeds? The seeds you can use, and they will randomly give you 1 to 4 in that stat. So power will increase your power, intelligence seed, intelligence, speed, so on and so forth. And it's not that bad, but it is completely random. You can't take a potion one because you have too many objects. You know what? That's fair. Oh yeah, and you can't take, so as a kid, whenever I got one of those seeds and I read, oh yeah, it's randomly 1 through 4, I would spend sometimes like 30 minutes at a time doing nothing but trying to use the seed, seeing it gave me only 1. Quit, reload, all that fun stuff. Try again, until it finally gave me the thing, not knowing that per movement of like the characters on the screen, the number will randomly generate differently, if that makes any sense. So like a character will move, it'll turn to 2, character will move, turn to 4, character moves, turn to so on and so forth. And there's a generator out there that you can actually calculate the moves, input it into this generator, and it tells you what seed it's at what point. I believe credit goes to PJ DeCaesar, a Twitch streamer that made that thing. It's kind of ridiculous and it's amazing, and he himself is also pretty cool. He plays a lot of random RPGs, retro games, and whatnot, but his OG series where he decided, you know what, I'm going to play through each of the different kinds of play styles of 7th Saga. That means playing 7th Saga with each of the apprentices teamed up together and solo. So he's played this game quite a few times. 5, 5, 2, 3, not a bad setup. And hey, our one fire spell. That's a lie. I'm pretty sure we also get Firebird, which is an AoE fire spell. Hits everything. Anyways. But yeah, he's a pretty amazing streamer, and honestly, he's like the person that made it so as I was like, you know what? I should play 7th Saga as a Let's Play series. The fact that each of the characters I'm playing just one at a time. Kind of my own doing, really. Kind of my own stupid doing. I know I probably reiterated this a billion times over, and I'll reiterate it a billion times again. But I think Lux, Wilme, and I want to say Valsu are going to be the easiest ones to do. Thus, I'm playing those guys without the hacked version that returns the game to a, you know, Elnard-esque state. It's not perfect, but it's the closest we're going to have until someone decides to just straight up translate Elnard. Which I don't think is going to be a thing. Also, I really want someone to translate Elnard, because that means we get the original artworks and whatnot from Elnard too. That means that, let's see, certain characters that are depicted as pretty much naked are still naked. Like, they gave Wilme here a courtesy loincloth. That's not in the original Japanese version. Some characters are differently recolored, reskinned. I think some of the music is also somewhat different, which the music itself is freaking fantastic. I don't know how the original Elnard sounds from the Super Famicom. One of the things I was originally thinking about doing too was buying a OG Elnard game and playing at least a couple of the characters using that, but then I realized, no, that'd be a terrible idea, because you don't know Japanese, dar. And no, I'm not going to learn Japanese in order to play one video game. Maybe if I had a couple of other games that are strictly Japanese only on my plate, then yeah, sure. But that's what translation projects are for. Anyways, we're level 5. Pretty much through the final bits of this dungeon. All we need to do is go up here. And I think the random encounters don't stop coming. This would be so much better to do if I had a bottle of Protect. I'll go around and see what he looks like. So this is the very first boss. This is Romas. Doesn't help when he doesn't hit me. You know what? I'm fine with not being hit. Okay, he's gonna hit for kind of a lot. Ooh, yeah. I think I might just want to take a loss against Romas here. Oh yeah, he has that spell. Forgot about that. I mean, I could... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try. I don't need... Ow. So pretty much every single boss fight that you go into, you want to do two things. Bottle of Protect, or use the power spell. Or bottle of Power, or bottle of Defense. Or use the defense spell and the... Ooh, that's a lot better damage. Yeah. Ooh. That was close. Because that will double your defense and attack power. Effectively, anyways. I did not buy a bottle of Protect. I really should have. Ah, god damn it. Burning through my potions, damn it. Now what you can do in this fight, instead of, you know, go toe-to-toe with him, is lose. That was a critical hit. Thanks, game. Love those. So now that we've lost, I'm going to do it the easy way. Which means I will have to go... Ow, how much money did I just lose? 400 gold, that's not bad. Now, when you were... I'm gonna make this a longer episode, by the way. Now, when you were wandering around the place and talk to individuals, this guy will be all like, "My wife is in a bad mood. You better not bother her." And then you go in to bother her, because that's what you do, because you're an adventurer. "Have you been to the castle? Romas is not evil, but the king of Iran is. A traveler and his dog came to the town about a year ago. He had a strange shiny stone which the king wanted. He would not give it to the king, so he was killed. The dog cried night and day over his master's body until he too died. The dog was named Romas, and he haunted the castle since then. It was a horrible thing to do." Pretty sucky. So they talk to this guy. "Did she tell you the story of Romas? We need your help. This is the whistle we found on the traveler when we buried him. Blow the whistle when you meet Romas. The sound of it will put his soul to rest." I love that tune. So yeah, when you die, and you might inevitably die from the very first time that you face off against Romas, you can collect that whistle, head right back on in, and be all like, "Hey, blow the whistle and you win." Get the full experience and everything. Pretty neat. Pretty alright. Pretty fine. Fine. Personally, I like to actually beat my bosses and not rely on the whistles, but eh. This will at the least give me a little bit more of an opportunity to level up, because it's not until the castle here that the game suddenly just stops pulling punches and starts introducing only the worst of enemies. From mimics to monsters that resurrect to magic casting bastards. But we'll see how that pans out. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. I'll be fine. We'll be fine. This is not exceedingly long as you keep on just avoiding encounters. Like I did for a solid minute there. Punch the chimeras. Seriously, why the hell did they name... There's a lot of weird renamings in this. Like, the wyverns. Wyverns are usually a bipedal dragon-esque creature with no arms, but impressive-looking wingspans and whatnot. In this, they're birds. I'm pretty sure the OG was called, like, Bloodbird or Blood Vulture or something like that. But they were restricted to, like, 7 letters, so it's like B-Bird or something. I don't know. Just weird little things like that. So, we're here. We're looking down at the monster and just pull out a whistle and go. that's not an annoying noise in the slightest. I don't know what you're talking about. Re-level up, though. 9, 3, 5, 5, 2, 4. Pretty good level ups. The curse of Romas is gone. I will always, always pause to listen to that song. Like, every single track in this game is so goddamn good. Like, I've downloaded... There's this one remaster? No. There's this one person who had pretty much done metal covers and like power metal covers of this soundtrack, and it's so damn good. I've used him in a couple of my grinding montage videos. And yes, you will have to walk out of every single castle, every single dungeon, but usually they're kind enough to at the least remove the monsters, so got that going for us. Let's see. Wyverns. So yeah, if you like, you can go and use the whistle, but if you manage to defeat Romas, you can actually sell the whistle for, I think, 500 gold, which is not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We're gonna talk to you. This time we're gonna buy a couple of bottles of Bee Protect. 2 should be good. Then fill up our potion stock before we save and call an episode. I wonder if I should also head back up to Wilme and restock on my bottles of power. That'd be a smart idea. Or at least buy one more bottle of power. Pretty sure I'm going to be able to get the money in order to buy a 3rd bottle. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead, call an episode here. When we return, we're going to go through the Cave of Earth. And the game is going to suddenly stop pulling punches. Also, I'm going to use those seeds off screen because, yeah, that's going to be a tedious process. So, thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this journey as much as I am. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.